Meghan Markle's brother said his family has been left deeply hurt by her royal wedding snub. And Thomas Jnr, 51, claimed fame has changed the US actress.He. She added, "She's clearly forgotten her roots." Thomas has lifted the lid on the rifts that have split his family as half-sister Meghan prepares to tie the knot with Prince Harry. In a bombshell interview just a month before the couple get married, he claimed the US actress lost touch with relatives when she became a Hollywood star. And Thomas said he is particularly distraught as he leapt to Meghan's defense after she came under attack from his sister Samantha Markle, who had accused her of turning her back on the family. But in an astonishing outburst, he also claimed divorcee Meghan was portraying a false image of herself and trying to reinvent herself as the new Princess Diana. His shock comments are bound to stun royal fans who have taken the 36-year-old to their hearts since she and Harry, 33, announced their engagement last year. Thomas said, "Meg likes to portray herself as a humanitarian, a people's person and a charitable person, but she is none of those things to her family. She is giving the greatest performance of her life.She is acting phony. Once she got into Hollywood, she turned into a different person. She's clearly forgotten her roots and her family. Maybe the normal American family she has is embarrassing to her because we're not producers and executive producers. There's a whole different side of her that has started to surface, and it's ugly to see. I've read that Meg wants to be like Diana. Diana was worshipped by everyone in the world. She was loved for the right reasons. That's what Meg wants, but I don't think that's going to happen. She's not genuine like Diana. Dad of two, Thomas pointed out 600 guests have been invited to the royal wedding at Windsor Castle, along with 2,500 members of the public, but her own family may not be among them. He said, "I'm not bitter, just baffled.It is hurtful given how close we once were. I'm confused and a little distraught because here is a person knowing the position she's in and knowing the scrutiny she's under, and yet she has forgotten her flesh and blood." Thomas, who has the same dad as Suits star Meghan, said he spent every other weekend with her from 2009 to 2011 as they cared for their dementia-stricken grand, Doris. The Glazer, of Grants Pass, Oregon, added, "She was great with her. Meg would read to her all time. We were so close back then, but when our grandmother died, she moved to Toronto to start filming Suits and I didn't see her. I haven't seen her since late 2011. Thomas told how he jumped to Meghan's defense after Samantha, 53, accused her in October of holding ambitions to become a royal long before she met Harry. He said, "All I can say is like it all started with Samantha. That's how I got involved in this," coming to Meghan's defense. But trying to put a lid on Samantha and get her to be quiet backfired and started a rift of insults. "It has torn my entire family apart. None of us has heard a word from Meg, and what with all that has been said, no longer do I speak to Samantha or my two sons. I had hoped Meg might have appreciated the support I gave, but it's meant nothing to her, it would seem." Thomas fears a recent domestic incident with fiancée Darlene Blount, 37, might be to blame for Meghan not contacting him. He was detained after a drunken altercation led police to be called, but the matter was later dropped with no charges brought. But he points out Kate Middleton's uncle Gary Goldsmith, 52, is still part of her family despite pleading guilty to knocking out his wife Julianne, 47, during a Debussy Street brawl in London last year. All families have their disputes and trouble. You only need to look at Uncle Gary to see, no matter what your background is, things can happen. Harry has not exactly been perfect in the past. Thomas revealed he has been in contact with Buckingham Palace 3 times in a bid to re-establish contact with Meghan. He said his most recent email was to Senior Communications Officer Katrina McKeever. But Thomas added, "It has been completely ignored. They did not even acknowledge its receipt. That whole thing is hurtful." And he believes the royal family should urge Meghan to contact her family and heal the rifts. Thomas said, "Isn't this where Charles or the Queen step in and say, 'This is the way things are done'? And your family need to be involved." He also hopes Meghan insists her dad Thomas Jnr gives her away. There has been no confirmation the former Hollywood lighting director, 73, who lives in Rosarito, Mexico, will attend. Thomas said he did for her first wedding in Jamaica. Meg should call him and say, "Dad, I want you over here. It is non-negotiable. I want you by my side." That should come from her. But Thomas also urged the royals to play their part in getting Meghan's dad to attend. He added, "Is no one saying, 'It's not right that your father is not coming'? How bad is that going to look if he is not there?" I've seen episodes of Jeremy Kyle where families are more united than the Markles. The outpouring of loss today from Meghan's brother veers between bewilderment and fury. And of course, all families are prone to fallouts, particularly at moments of high stress and higher emotions like weddings, funerals, and sickness. And, despite what the TV ads suggest, there is no such thing as the perfect family. They come, like humans themselves, full of vulnerabilities, irritations and inadequacies. But beneath all that there is usually a bond that ties them together.And that's why it is so sad if Meghan and her family have severed that bond forever. I'm sure fault probably lies on both sides, it usually does. But to lose your family is to lose what grounds you in reality. Surely our new princess would be happier walking down the aisle knowing her old family were part of her new adventure. There can be no doubt Meghan is the woman of Prince Harry's dreams. But she is the woman she is today because of the family that helped form her.